So let's explain a couple of things before you even remotely need to start tuning this damn thing. One, make sure it's actually mechanically sound. You got all your maintenance done. You got new plugs in it, you know, your coil packs are worked in, your injectors aren't sticky, you ain't got no intake manifold leaks, just like a car. I don't care about your clutch. You can kiss my ass, whatever. But it is going to affect your air-fuel ratio at bottom and throttle if it's slipping, because it's going to slip and not have enough load on it, blah, 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 but you get the point. Just make sure the shit's running good, all right? Two, you kind of need to be a little bit mechanically inclined. I kind of expect you to be that way since you own a motorcycle. I mean, I don't understand how people have motorcycles and don't know what the hell they're doing. Like, Jesus, I don't know how many times I've had to take the fairings off this thing just to mess with stuff, you know. But anyway, that, you need a computer and you need a wideband. Do not do this without a wideband. You're going to be just going blind. So there's a lot of guys that will still say, and the motorcycle world is terrible about it, oh, you just need a mail-in flash. That's all. Just a mail-in flash is good enough. No. Stop, okay? Just stop. Dude, I'm telling you right now, this one's got a mail-in flash on it. It sucks ass. It's so rich. Look at it. Riding down the road right here. 1230 air fuel. No. This is way too rich. It's like 15% rich. This is way too rich. It needs to be in the 14s. Is it gonna hurt anything? I don't know. It might wash the cylinders a little bit. It's unnecessary. Very unnecessary. In this process, we're gonna turn off the stock O2 sensor, all the nannies and all that stuff. I'll show you how to do all that stuff. It's not really hard. It's kind of a couple of checkpoints on that thing. The hardest part is going to be logging it and then transferring over that data over to your fuel map. If you get your Woolich software, there's a couple of map share things. Now, I know in the 2013 ZX10 here, there are quite a few of them that you can kind of look at. I wouldn't necessarily just go run one. I would have a look at it and see what people change. If it looks pretty smooth, you know, looks like somebody knows what the hell they're doing, go for it, use it as a base, that's fine, cool. Because I've seen a couple of them who are like, wow, this is stock. Why would you remotely run this? But yeah, definitely you need to have a wideband. Like, don't do this without a wideband. If you do, good luck, because it's not gonna be right at all. There's two different things you can get. You can get a log box, which does everything that the flash box does. I personally just got the flash box because it was cheaper, and I can just kind of look at my wideband and be like, yeah, it's around this area right here. I just adjust it. Not a big deal. Getting the Woolich software, they make you take a test. They make you understand that, you know, don't just write them, don't just, you know, open up support tickets for dumbass questions. That's exactly what their the whole deal is, and I totally understand it because they are a 24/7 operation. They seem pretty cool to me. The data log box, you can do everything that the flash box does, plus data log. So what you can do is hook up your, like, I think they sell a ZX wideband instead of the AEM. So I got AEM, whatever. So the ZX one will plug directly into that box and record all of the fuel trims and what it was, and you can just copy and paste over what it was through an SD card. You don't need your laptop or anything like on you, like while you're riding around on the damn bike. What I'm going to do on this one is like what I did with the Buell, which was ride around, look at it, it needs a little less fuel right here, a little bit more here, and just go for it. That's exactly what I'm going to do with this thing. The log box one was a little bit more expensive, and I just didn't want to spend that kind of money on this thing. All right, to install this, it's going to come with this wire here that you're going to plug into the box as well, but you need to wire it into your stock harness. So there's only a couple of bikes that do this stuff, so unfortunately the 11 through 15 Ninjas, the ZX10s, need to do this. So it's only 2 wires, not really hard. So what the instructions tell you to do is, it'll tell you online. So you look at this and you get these 2 plastic covers right there. They're gonna be about that deep right there. So what you're gonna do is take a paper clip, stick it in these 2 outside ones right here, and then pull up on these white tabs right here, and then we're gonna stick the wires in accordingly. Okay, so the green one goes towards the inside, and then the yellow one goes on the outside. You need to take this little blue cover off right here, and then they should be flush in there, and it should look like the rest of them. So they only orient one way. This should just push in pretty easily. put the lock back on, and reinstall your ECU. All right, I ran mine all the way back here. I just ran it all the way back here. So. All right, apparently it's reading. So before I had to do this, I had to set it up and like update the firmware. So the switch is for bootloader mode, I guess. So before you plug it in, go to the left, plug in the Molex, and then plug in this, and then you can update your firmware. It'll tell you how to do it. When it's ready to reset, you unplug both of them, set the switch back to the right-hand side, so towards the Molex, and then plug in the Molex first, and then the USB, and it should reset. And then you can test to your interface, which I actually did. It's under tools and stuff here. Apparently it's reading right now, so we're gonna see if this thing's tuner locked or not. I doubt it is, because I think it's just a regular old, he pulled it off of the map share thing, and I'm pretty damn sure I know which one it is, so I'm gonna compare it and we're gonna see. Now, don't freak out when you see this. It's just reading, it's fine. You'll hear the fuel pump kick on and off like 20 freaking times, but just don't freak out about that. Ah, great. All right, so I got it all squared away. Apparently, if your ECU has been flashed by 2 different tuners, it's the limit, and you can't just get another bin file key or I don't know, whatever. I just had to start from scratch. So, start from scratch. I got I'll post what I have on there. It's a it's like a little bass tune for like a like an E85, a pump, and then like an MR12 tune. So I even kept that guy's timing tables too, because I'm not really sure what kind of timing these things like. Some of them, it looked like they were pretty spicy. They were like 36 degrees of timing. Like this one's on 32. I figured I'd start low, so it looks like a stock one. So cool with me. I leaned the hell out of it, and I lowered the idle because the guy had the idle at like 2,000 RPM, like a dumbass. Stupid shit, dude. And like, you know, it was just rich. So right now it's sitting at a 14.3, 14.4 air fuel idling. That's what I want. That's all. The engine's not wore out. So now I got my laptop in my backpack, and I got the little Woolich thing under the seat. So what I'm gonna do is just drive around. I'm gonna ride around here to see what the AFR is and stuff. Just kind of glance at it and stuff. Go bring it up, various RPMs and loads, just kind of guesstimate where it's at. And I'll show you the IAP settings and the TPS and all that stuff. So I'm not an expert on tuning bikes, dude. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I can tune a car, you know, I figured this shit out. Right now 14.0, 13.9, okay, that's still good. It'll go up, yep, it's going right back up. Not a big deal. Better than 12s. That idle. Stupid. Now, kind of getting on it and stuff, 12s is okay. If you just see a 12 spike, it's like a 12.7 spike or something, that's okay. So like right here riding around, we're at like a 12.7, 12.8. I'm gonna lean that up. So that's at like 4,000 RPM, and then that's probably like 1 to 3% throttle. And then the IAP is probably gonna be around like 30. And I'll show you how to do that stuff. It's not hard. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's gonna run good. Like as long as there's no big old peaks, valleys, and just a bunch of fucking mountains and stuff on your your VE tables and stuff, like you'd be all right. But it sure as hell beats rich everywhere. And still $4 is at 1250 air fuel, so not a big deal. Just bring it up a little bit higher. $5, about a 13.0, 12.8. Okay. So it's just baby steps. That was like an 11.5 air fuel, so I can probably just lean it up everywhere, honestly. That's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do a blanket lean up. Again, those maps that you get on that website, they're not gonna be perfect, and they're not gonna be, you know, dialed in. So it's a good base starting point. D-cell's a lot better. Hell yeah, dude. Like a 13.7.
So I got it all tucked in here. I just got it wrapped up. Like I said, I don't think you really need the box plugged in all the time. Oh man, I'll check it. Like I said, I really don't think you need it. I'll just set the seat right there for now. And then I grab my key again, so I need that. Open it up. We got our tune already loaded up here. So let's pick a port. And then, so fuel maps. So we're gonna go take away fuel, like a little bit more. So you got your IAP settings. I don't know if you guys can see this stuff. Hopefully you guys can. But if not, I'll screen record this stuff later on. But for now, I'm just going to try to do it fly by wire here. We're going to choose just this little section right here and subtract 5. And then the rest of this, which I believe is... I think that the ECU uses the IAP stuff at like 0 to 10% throttle, and anything above 10%, just the TPS table takes over. But I'm going to adjust both of them at the same time here. So we're going to subtract 10%, 10%. Let's do 15 for good measure. Screw it. We're going to smooth this table. It looks okay. Yeah, whatever. Okay. And then we're going to go to the TPS table and kind of do the same thing here. So just probably select about like that. And I'm only going to take away just 5 on that one. I'm going to call that good. The ignition map, I'm going to add a little timing to it. It seems like it needs a little bit. It's going to be like 2 degrees right there. I don't think that's going to hurt anything. Below 4,500 RPM. That's on full power mode. So the medium power is going to be your, for me, it's going to be E85. And then the low power is going to be MR12, which, again, I don't plan on running that shit. The blue is more than factory. The red is less than factory. So that's what that is on a comparison file. And then, oh yeah, I need to take away a little fuel at wide open throttle. It was kind of rich. So we're going to go, I'm not going to touch anything below 3 grand. I'll do 4 and up. I'll do like 4 to 8 for now and just take away 5 right there. And then I'll probably go in here and just smooth everything out a little later. I'm just going to do that on the TPS. I'm going to see if that actually matters, because I want to say I read that in here. Again, I could be wrong. So save. I'm going to turn it on, turn your ignition on here. Still got the fan on. Right ECU. We have a problem with the cable. Cable's plugged up. Okay, whatever. How about we unplug it and try another port? And then that will pop up telling you, you know, it can probably brick or whatever. Anyway, I'm gonna let it do its thing. I think it takes like 2 minutes. So it'll read the data, it'll tell you initialized, complete or whatever, and then it'll start writing. It'll show you a little progress bar. So resetting the ECU, it'll flashing right there FML. Yeah, it'll tell you to restart the ECU and all that stuff. So I'll continue on when we done flashing it here. Like I said, give it a little time to adjust, you know, or even itself out. It's at a 14.5 air fuel. We're gonna go ride it around for a little bit and see if it'll come back down to that. There we go, 14s and 15s. It already feels like it's like not bogging down anymore. So 4,000 RPM, looks like a 13.5. So we leaned it up, good deal. And you know, if you get close to 14, if you don't want to keep on splitting hairs, it's not going to hurt anything. But it's better than 12s. Like I said, get it in the ballpark. It's kind of the whole goal of it. The bottom throttle is the biggest one. But you get it in the ballpark, idling and riding around and stuff, dude, it's going to run great.
Alright, so cruising here. I know it says 80 on my speedometer, but I know it's off. It's like 72 or something like that, or 70. I'm going the speed limit. 13.6 air fuel, about 6,500, 7,000 RPM. Around that area, you kind of get into it just a little bit. It gets rich. It's like a 12.30, 12.1, but hey, we can work with that. So we're going to lean that portion up a little bit. The getting into it, we're going to lean it up a little bit more. So again, I'm just going to have to guesstimate where the map is, you know, like where the IAP is, and then the TPS, which I can kind of, I mean, I'm doing decent, I guess. So it's just going to take longer than actually the data box. The data box, all I got to do is just go right around and let it let it do its thing recording, and just transfer files and then rinse and repeat.
It's got a little lope to it now. Still 14.5, 14.3 air fuel. That's close enough for me. I probably not even going to adjust the idle anymore. Just the rest of it. I'm pretty sure that TPS table takes over when you're starting to just get into it, and I think the IAP table is just like the cruising and then like anything like in like major vacuum, but the TPS takes over as soon as you're starting giving it the beans a little bit. I'm gonna lean it up just a little bit because on the initial hit it's like an 11 something. I'm gonna lean that up a little bit and then lean it up at bottom throttle down low just because it's stupid rich still, so just playing with it, creeping up on it.
Man, we got this air fuel dialed in really good, cruising here at 70, 75 miles an hour in 6th gear, so it's doing really damn good. And you know, anything below like 6 grand, like that's, you know, on this bike particularly, anything in the 14s is fine, except that bottom throttle. You want it, like I would probably make it a little rich down low just so it wouldn't ping, you know. It's quite a bit of load on that that motor down low like that. But anything above like 8, 9 grand, somewhere around there, like make it like 13.0, 1280s. You're gonna be good. I've seen guys lean them up to 1320. You're probably gonna need a dyno or take it to the track and actually, you know, verify those results. Or if you're ballsy enough, do a 60 to 30 run or 60 to 130 run on your draggy. Just adjust it, but don't make too many adjustments all at once, because you're gonna start shooting yourself in the foot. Like say you make some timing, like especially bottom throttle. Say you make some timing adjustments and you make some air fuel adjustments and you don't know which one actually affected it, which way you wanted it to go, you know. Just make one thing at a time and then work on the next thing. I personally would probably work on air far first, and then I'd go to timing and play with that.
Now, I made a pull with it. It was pretty rich. Like a 1230 air fuel. We're gonna lean it up quite a bit, like 5%. Come in here. I'm gonna leave everything below 32 alone. So 100% throttle, subtract 5%, and then actually hold on, undo. Okay, I didn't know where the hell I was. So I'm gonna take all of it actually. So anything like that, subtract 5%. We're gonna smooth this right here. And then we're gonna look at the 3D graph, so it looks pretty good. Not bad. You don't want it like you don't want like peaks and valleys, just like a car, man. You don't want that stuff. So we're gonna take a little bit more fuel away at idle, like 2%, just a little. And then I'm gonna leave the rest of it alone. Actually, like right here. This transition is kind of, I'm gonna do 2% too, just cause. That looks okay. That's not terrible. It's got a little bit of a peak right there, but I'm not concerned with that. Timing feels okay. I'd rather, oh shit, undo. I'd rather go throw it on a dyno, or like I said earlier, just take it to the track or something and actually see what it likes. Oh, I am going to open up those throttle, the secondaries a little earlier. It seems like it kind of bogs down a little bit. Let's do like this. I'm going to add, there we go. And then we're going to smooth, actually we're going to do 100 right here. 100, 100, 100. And we're going to smooth all this right here. Smooth it. And if you want, you can actually undo that right there. I don't like that. I'm going to smooth it right here. Now you can you have to copy over to your full, medium, and low power tables too. So, but I'll do that later. I'm just going to do the full power ones right now. Now there's some other stuff in here like fuel trim by, again, fuel trim by gear. Like right now, I haven't touched any of this stuff, so I'm gonna leave all this shit alone. I think it's, see, wide open throttle, it's fine. You could do like your ignition dwell and stuff. That's if you change coils and all that stuff. Injector balancing, like I didn't touch any of that shit, man. The red, I mean, that's from just the the little tune I got here, so I didn't touch any of that stuff. So oh yeah, we need to save it. Number 2 again, it's going good, yes. And then I acknowledge, and we're gonna flash it. All right, it's going pretty good. 14.5, 14.6 on the highway, cruising at 60, 70 miles an hour, somewhere around there. Let's make a little hit with it, see what she does. Put a 12.6, 12.7 air fuel. Hell yeah. That'll work. Splitting hairs after that, really. You could probably lean it up a little bit, gain like a horsepower or 2. But again, I'd like to throw it on the dyno and actually see what it does. It feels pretty solid though. It feels like it, I don't know, it feels the same to me, honestly, but you know, it's really hard to judge something like this going that fast, you know. I'd really have to take it to the dyno or the tracker again, you know, and verify my changes actually made a difference, you know. The other tune could have had way more timing in it. I have no earthly idea, because again, it was tuner locked, and oh well. But it feels quick to me, so it's all right. Let's get her back home. Oh yeah, she feels pretty good still. I think he had that timing turned up. Next time I go to the track, I'll verify. I'll bring the laptop and stuff. It ain't that hard to do. Just verify it. Okay, we've got it. It's pretty dialed in. It feels pretty good to me. I'm just going to show you a couple of things of what I changed. So the ignition maps. This is all. The blue is how much I added. So this, and it's in percentage right here. Don't let that, like, it's 30%. Yeah, it's this 3 degrees from 10, so it ain't a lot. So here's your trim value. So this is the actual number it actually changed from stock. So up here I changed it quite a bit because it fell on its face right here past 12,500 RPM or 12 grand. It was bad. A lot of the stock tunes are like that too on motorcycles from what I've seen. But I didn't really add a lot. I added, you know, a little bit down low and stuff, and it doesn't seem to affect it or anything. And again, there's no knock sensor on this either, so you can't really listen for ping, I guess. Like, I mean, good luck in a helmet. I mean, you can check a plug, but checking a plug in this damn thing is like taking all the fairings off, you know, taking the air box off, pulling a plug. I mean, it'd be a fiasco. So it's really kind of, you really need a dyno and a controlled environment to really dial that in. It's not really ideal on a bike to go do this. So especially something like that's this powerful. I didn't change any of the medium or the low power ones, even though it says there is a change from stock. But again, this is from the map share thing here, so you can actually you can go to their website and there's a map share thing, and you just type in, you know, whatever you want, like whatever bike you have, and you can kind of see which mods those guys had and stuff, and there's notes and stuff. So like this one has, you know, full tune 93 pump, you know, medium was going to be the E85, and then low is going to be MR12. And then there's obviously differences in these maps too. So, you know, they added quite a bit of fuel right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy over this table here. I'm going to copy this entire table, apply it to my medium power one right here, and then probably just go ahead and add like 18 to 23% fuel, so 20, just to start off with, and then we're going to tune it in Lambda and then go from there. It should theoretically work pretty good, but again, like the alcohol percentage is going to drastically determine that number. So you're going to have to keep an eye on what the alcohol percentage is. So you need a tester or something. Maybe a gauge you can hook up. I mean, you need something to determine what kind of alcohol you have, because it's not E85 unless you're getting it out of the can, and then you can just go ahead and do that because it's E85. But I'm not going to mess with this yet. I'm literally going to start. I'm just going to keep on messing with this this full power one. So this is going to be the 93 tune. You can see I didn't really take away. I took, 25% fuel away in some areas, and then here's the actual number right here. Here's a 3D graph of it. Looks pretty good. The TPS one, you can look, let's see, let's go back, 3D graph. I took a little bit away, down low right here, added a little bit right here. Nothing crazy. Again, it's really just dialing it in. The other one seemed like somebody had just kind of half-assed it. It wasn't really that good. I mean, it ran way different. Again, I didn't mess. Well, I did mess with the secondary throttle one, so you can see where I added 70% to it and stuff. So I added quite a bit to these numbers. Here's the values right here. Changed it to 100%, in certain areas. Didn't do any fuel trim by gear. It just seems like it's all right to me. Now, you can mess with this at the track. Like I probably wouldn't mess with first gear too much. I mean, you're out of it already. It's quick. You can probably mess with like if you got into like third, especially like a wide open throttle, you can if you need to trim it up just a hair, you can do that. Again, you're gonna have to data log it and watch it, or however you're gonna do it. Now, there's another thing you can do with these too is, where is it at? I think it was configuration. Yes. So you can unify all the ignition groups and stuff. So when you do that, this is going to be the idle. It's going to be everything. Now, when you ununify them, like from the factory, it will have a neutral group here. So neutral is going to be way different than your 1 through 6 gears. Now, I don't know what was on it previously. I couldn't tell you, but I know it idled really high, and I didn't like it. So I left a unified group on that one. I left a unified group on the lower and upper injectors because I don't want to mess with any of that stuff. And then the cylinder offset, again, I just unified them too. You're going to need you would need a wideband on each cylinder to do this. So you might as well just unify them anyway. The ignition cylinder map settings too, I did that too. I didn't want to do anything that was per cylinder. Again, that's splitting hairs, getting every little bit of horsepower out of that particular engine on that bike at that, no, I'm not doing all that. So, rev limiter set at 14.4. I shifted at 4. I don't have any race tools or anything installed. Let's see here. I didn't do anything with that. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, wait, that's race tools again. Advanced settings. I changed the fan settings from 9590 to 85 or 9085. That's going to be that's in Celsius. So disabled everything on this list. So checked it all off. Idle RPM in gears 1800 RPM. Idle RPM in neutral 1100. So it's a lot better. It actually sounds choppy now. It sounds good. I was going to show you the map share thing too. So I'm pretty sure he had this one on there, which it says 13.0 air fuel ratio, and it's everywhere too. So if you click on it, you can read all the notes. Added timing, grave slip on, maps, gear, blah, 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 blah. 60% throttle, sea level, Europe, blah, just whatever. It just tells you what's done to it. STP's open sooner. IAP maps adjusted for 13.0 and smoother transition. Mine feels pretty damn good. So, I mean, it literally tells you everything was done to the vehicle or the bike. I downloaded, where is it at? It's called Gapplebees. Yeah. So I started off with this one right here, and I just kind of adjusted it from there. I had to adjust the fueling quite a bit, but again, I think you're going to have to do that with every one of these. So I'll show you what the timing is on this one real quick. We're just going to do a new file here. Bin file has changed. Yes. Do that. Save it at number 2. I already know that one is. So you need to go in here and you need to choose which one you have. So I've already used my key. It tells you how many times I've rode it. And if you need to purchase more keys, like if you need to tune another vehicle, or another bike, you just go over here and do it. But we're going to go ahead and download this one because this is exactly what I have. And this is a bone stock file right here. Doesn't look too bad from the factory, but you can see on the ignition side of things, if you go to the gears 1 through 6, it drops off dramatically right there. And I don't think on this one it closes the secondary throttle plates. No, it doesn't. Wait, well, that's in neutral. Oh, yes, it does. In the gears, it does. So it closes them at Wide Open Throttle. So yeah, that's why we unified the group, because I don't want a difference in those on the secondary throttle plates. So what you do is you on that map share thing, you subscribe to that map share, and then so what you do, let's see, you go to, like, say this one right here. I'm already subscribed to it, but you need to log in, so you need actual access to this stuff. In order to do that, you need to purchase Woolich racing software. You need to purchase the device and everything to actually get access to this stuff. So you'll go to here and it'll say subscribe. You'll subscribe to that right there. Come in here and then you'll let's see. It'll be like, yeah, download your map shares right here. You'll see checking for map share updates. It's already done. So I'm going to apply a map share. So I'm going to apply this one right here. Check all the ones that you want or don't want. Apply it. It's been applied. And we're going to see how much timing this guy added to this thing. And he didn't unify his stuff, so we're going to leave it like that. But he added quite a bit of damn timing to this damn thing. I mean, that's like 4 degrees up top. That's not, I guess it's not terrible, but up here is a lot. So it's like 36 degrees of timing total in this thing at Wide Open Throttle. I mean, that's spicy. So, I mean, if it likes it, it likes it. I don't know. I'm going to have to play with that. I'll fill you guys in later on that one. And then on the fuel maps, didn't really do a lot. Just took away a little bit right there on the IEP settings, and then the TPS settings. Added a little bit right here. Added quite a bit right here for whatever reason. But really not a lot of change. I don't know what the mods were. Grave slip on. So... and a Piper Cross air filter. I have no clue what the hell that is. So I'm pretty sure that's what was on this one on my bike when I sent the ECU off. I'm pretty sure he just went like this and was like, okay, let's just flash it, whatever. This is what it's close enough. What is he gonna do? Check it? Yeah, I am gonna check it. And the advanced settings and stuff. I don't know why he put mine at 1800 RPM. I have no clue, but I know the fan settings were this too. So anyway, that's the map share thing right there. You could just that goes with any bike too. So you can search by whatever you have right here. So BMW. So you got a S1000, like a 2014. See if we got anything for it. Nothing. Nobody's gonna share anything for that. Oh, here we go. Some stock ones. See if we got anything on this. I doubt we're going to find anything for a BMW because people are like that. They want to hide stuff. All Suzuki, like a Gixxer 1000, like an 05 model. Oh, here we go. Yeah, see, you can find some stuff and kind of go off of it. But they have a bunch of them for the Kawasaki, but I wouldn't just go flash it and that's it. I would definitely double check it with a wideband. I hope you learned something on this video. I learned something. This is my first time ever tuning one of these. But again, it kind of goes hand in hand with other things as well. It's just an engine. I'm going to go ahead and just end the video here. So again, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, do all that YouTuber stuff, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.